I don't know where we're going, but oh, oh. Wow, that's scary.
Riding is all about confidence, and bike setup is crucial when it comes down to confidence, but how much difference does it really make? So I've been racing professionally for more than 10 years, and today I'm going to meet up with my mate Waldo, who's been racing for a couple of years, and he's a really good amateur rider, and we're going to switch bikes.
That's a terrible idea.
Come on, give me this thing. But the catch is, we can't make any changes to the setup, so we've got to run exactly what we've been running. So yeah, I think this is going to be interesting. Wow, feels like it's so high.
Oh, I didn't even see there's a jump there. Oh, this is so scary.
Steps. Fun trail. Oh, these brakes don't work. Oh, here's a rock section. Okay, I haven't ridden this in a long time. Okay. Oh, Phew. Oh my life.
Wow, that was exhilarating.
That was interesting.
That was
like,
oh, it's different.
The deeper brakes. I don't know how you ride the brakes like this. I think like what was good is you were running, I think you run pretty much the same tire pressure as me. Yeah. So that was good, and you're a similar size to me, so like bike size and stuff was similar, but your front end felt super high. So like in the turns, I felt like I was like a chopper through some of the turns. Yeah. So like, yeah, you feel like you laid back, and like because the head angle on the bar is so high, it feels like the bars rolled back quite far as well. Yeah. What was your first impressions?
The bike is a lot more playful than my bike. I mean, it does have a little bit smaller travel, but I had to get used to the poppiness. But it was, once I got used to it, it was like it's easy to get on the back wheel and the front wheel. And I must say the lower bar, I got used to it quickly. Especially in the corners, it was nice, so maybe I'll start playing around with it.
Off drops and stuff, it felt really good, but in the turns, it just felt like I was kind of being a bit sluggish. The front end felt hard and the rear end felt soft and slow. So yeah, it gave me this impression. So when I was going like rough stuff, the bike felt really good. Yeah, I feel like my bike it sits you up more. So like a bit steeper head angle, like it pushes you forward. And this one is like you're hanging back more. It feels more like a downhill bike, to be honest. If I gave you this bike versus that bike, like how do you think, if I told you, okay, sweet, you're gonna race it tomorrow, like how do you think you'd do on this setup versus your setup?
I don't think it was too much different to mine. I would raise the bar a bit if it was a higher speed track. And suspension felt good. I'd maybe slow down the rear a little bit. It's actually surprising how quickly you get used to something different.
I think I could, probably in one day, I think I could race your bike. I would like to soften the fork a little bit and maybe speed up the rear a little bit, which is pretty much the exact opposite of what you want to do. Yeah. But I think honestly, it was way easier to get used to than I thought. I thought it was going to be weird. And actually, it actually wasn't too bad. There's a lot of different opinions on bike setup and you know, kind of making your bike yours, but like, what do you think? Do you think it's more just down to you, or do you think the bike setup actually makes that much difference? Like,
I think bike setup is key. It's definitely something you have to do. I would definitely recommend it if you are a beginner-ish rider and you don't know anything about your bike. I think it's very important to get help and get it set up properly, and I think it's like next to the actual bike, it's the key factor to getting your skills dialed in.
If you rode my setup as it is now, do you think you could go as fast as you would on your bike?
I would feel comfortable pushing it. After a couple of rounds, I got used to the bike, and I would be able to stick to the current setup. Yeah.
Sometimes bike setup is super important, but I think people can get a bit lost when it comes to setup. Like they can, it's like they can blame the bike too much and focus on the bike too much, where I feel like you should adapt your riding style for the bike. And like today has shown me, like I could get on a bike that was completely different setup, like it's very different. And within a couple of runs, like I could feel relatively comfortable on it. Oh! Woo! Dude.
What an interesting experience.
That was weird, I'm not gonna lie. First of all, yeah, give me my bike back, please.
Yeah, let's make things right in the universe again.
So the whole point of this video today was to try to figure out how important bike setup really is, and it was really interesting. For me personally, I got used to the bike way quicker than I thought. And the takeaway for me is that bike setup is important. I feel like the more experienced you are, you can kind of get away with not having the perfect setup, but there are key things on the bike which are, could make me comfortable or not. And I think like your bar setup, bar height, tire pressure, that's kind of, I would say, the most important for me, to just like get on the bike and feel comfortable right away. But you know, if it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world.